Saints should be the NFL's Super Bowl favorite. What can't this team do? You know me. What am I always cliche about? Credit where credit's due, criticism when criticism is due. This Saints team is improving in every facet. Remember how bad the red zone defense was earlier in the year? Like, we talked about the defense as a whole, but specifically the red zone defense. Teams for a large portion of the season were scoring touchdowns at an 83% clip. Meaning 83% of the time they got within the 20, they were ending in the end zone. That was by far the worst in the NFL. Where are they at now? 66%. How did you win that game against the Falcons on Sunday? Red zone defense. And so if you look at the trajectory of this season, the Saints have everything that has been wrong, they have fixed, right? You a little weak at linebacker, you add Quan Alexander. The red zone defense, like we just talked about. So now I want to kind of identify what are some of the remaining problems and how do you fix them? First up, I think there's a very obvious problem that honestly when Drew Brees returns won't matter much, but I don't expect Brees to play Sunday, so I think it still will matter then. Taysom Hill fumbles have to chill. Kat Terrell did a write-up on it where she really laid out the numbers. I didn't realize how bad it's got. So this season, 9 fumbles, 4 of them lost. Since he's been playing these last 3 games, 7 fumbles, 3 of them lost. It's not really and it's not really par for the course for his career. Right, he didn't fumble in 250 snaps in 2019. His final year at BYU, obviously, he ran and threw the ball a ton. He fumbled 9 times, but still, even that was like a 1.76 fumble percentage based on the amount of touches that he had. I think I told you this. I can't remember if it was on air or off air yesterday, but do you realize what Taysom Hill's fumble rate is right now in terms of touches to fumbles? 5.8%. 5.8%. That's hard to wrap your head around. It shows just how kind of invaluable he is to the team, too. If that's a running back, that guy's no longer playing. Like, I don't care how good you are. 5.8%. What that means is right now, essentially 1 out of every 20 times he's touching the ball, that's a fumble. With the stakes this high, that's just inexcusable, dude. That is wild. So that's got to stop. That's an area to fix. And granted, like I said, that gets fixed with the return of Brees. But certainly when you're talking about how do you lose to a bad team like Philly, that could be one of the elements in the pot. I think right guard play is struggling a bit. That's an area that you could definitely improve at. Cesar Ruiz has not, like Eric McCoy came in and was just dominant from day one. And that is rare, especially at offensive line. Very impressed with him. Cesar Ruiz has struggled to adjust to the NFL a bit more. And look, man, he played center all of college. He's playing right guard now. I get it. I also think there's something incredibly human and understanding about struggling in your rookie season playing offensive line in the NFL. And so Nick Easton, who had been pretty good in spot play here or there, he comes in, he starts this last game, and I don't know what it is. He, too, then struggled very badly at right guard. So if I'm looking for places to attack this Saints offense, that would be an area that I would be highlighting. Now, unfortunately, there is not a clear fix, right? That's not like a Brees going to come in, Taysom won't get the ball as much, he's not going to fumble as much anymore. This is just going to require somebody just raising their level of play at the most important time of the year. Is that Ruiz? Is it Easton? I probably think it's Easton. And granted, to be fair to Easton, although he did struggle last game, he's been better than that on the whole. So I looked, maybe Nick Easton is the answer there at right guard. And then it goes back to that headline from the Underhill article that I can't wait to read after the show ends, which is the Saints offense. Ironically, though, are they still top 5 in scoring? We'd have to double check after the Saints. I mean, they were top 5 for the majority of the year, which just shows you 2 things. First off, how kind of spoiled we've become by the Saints offense and how dominant they have been throughout all these years, because it's never really felt like it clicked. It never really has felt overwhelming like last year's offense did at times, or like the last 2 years' offense did at times. But I still think you have all the ingredients to become overwhelming. And the best part is you might become overwhelming at the perfect time. Remember, like Underhill pointed out on Tuesday, Brees and Mike Thomas have only played 2 games together this season, y'all. You're 10-2. And Brees and Mike Thomas have played 2 games together. What happens out when they get okay, they're the 5th in scoring offense right now. So they could start to move up to closer to 1. Because, like, what happens suddenly when Breeze is back and he gets to take advantage of a fully healthy Mike Thomas and a fully healthy Alvin Kamara? Troutman's been coming on lately, even though Jared Cook still has a role to play as well. I think you've seen Emmanuel Sanders kind of fade to the background a little bit because he needs that Breeze back there to be able to take advantage of his skill set, to be able to spread that ball, have a little more vision than Taysom Hill does right now. So right now, the Saints defense, they are playing overwhelming football. I think there's a good chance that the Saints offense will as well when Breeze returns, if he stays healthy. And then at that point, dude, I mean, all bets are off. Like we said, Super Bowl favorite. Who is bringing a better combination to bear than the New Orleans Saints? And that's where the Chiefs game gets fascinating to me. And I'm probably going to, I'm probably falling into a classic jinx trap by talking about the Chiefs ahead of the Eagles. But when you're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, they're a very good total team. Absolutely. Good defense. Obviously an incredible offense. I don't think they're on the Saints level as far as that combination is concerned, but they do have the most important piece in all of football, which is just the truly transcendent quarterback. And as good as Breeze is, he cannot affect the game right now like Pat Mahomes can. So that is going to be fascinating to see in 2 weeks. Are they really the Super Bowl favorite? How are they looking at Kansas City? Is that a preview of the Super Bowl? It is certainly possible. 1 seed will be on the line, and the key areas to fix: Taysom Hill chilling the fumbles. The right guard position needs a little help. And then can this offense get back to being that overwhelming force that we know that it can be? We're going to find out soon. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, go ahead and like and subscribe below. You want more great Saints content? We got it all here on Off the Bench Overtime. Check out these other videos, share with your friends, and let's grow the Who Dat Nation together. Who Dat?